everybody. Welcome back to another episode of HermitCraft Amplified. So I just got done going over to the Ice Spikes biome, so we're going to finish this up finally. Yeah, I grabbed a little bit more than what I need, just so we can use it for other things. I actually grabbed a piece of ice, too. Wasn't really intending on grabbing that, although we should grab a whole bunch of ice, because that's useful for placing down water and other things such as that. But yeah, I definitely wanted to get this all fixed up since we were just about there. It's been kind of bothering me every time I come back and forth from the main Hermit Hills area over to the Ocean Monument. Another thing I want to do is get some trapdoors on top of this ice so you can jump way faster. Although it kind of sucks for people who just want to walk. It makes you walk a lot slower, but whatever. I think we'll be fine. And there we go. All done. Alright, let's go ahead, go through the portal here. I have a sponge you can borrow? Well, I think Monkey Farm I do. Yep. I have some extra sponges. I have an extra sponge you can borrow. Yeah, I was actually planning on clearing out the water inside the Ocean Monument today, so I don't want to give away too many of my sponges. I only have a few of them. I have 12 that are dry on me. No. I'm at my Ocean Monument. Signs in the nether ceiling. I don't know if he wants to come all the way out here for that or not. I'm going to be clearing water, so can't give up too many. XB has a bunch. Though, he's not on, so it's not really helpful for him. Oh, no problem. Not too much water. I can dirt it. Okay. Yep, I would definitely like to help him out, but we are going to be clearing some water today. So I made some potions of water breathing. We need to get the water out of the Ocean Monument itself. Let's go take a look at the progress that I've made over here. I need to actually go and grab my other sponges. I think I had them in a furnace over here drying out. It's been a couple of days since I was able to get on the server. Yeah, I was trying to record yesterday and the day before, and I was just getting some silly lag. Remember the lag that we get, or that I've got, when I come out of the nether portal sometimes? Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Sometimes it's manageable, like you rubber band a couple times and then you're all good. Other times it'll just rubber band you for like 5 minutes and it's just completely unplayable. And then like after the rubber banding's done, you warp back to the other dimension, either the nether or the overworld, and then you gotta wait all over again. It's very frustrating. So this is what we got going on now. The water's completely gone from on top of the Ocean Monument. I've done, I think that's just 5 blocks worth of water on all the way around this thing. It was taking a heck of a lot of time to get this other stuff done, and it's not really necessary to remove the water out here for what we're doing just yet. We will remove it eventually, but it's just wasting time doing it right now. We still need to get into the Ocean Monument, conquer it completely, get all the water out, get all of the guardians out. I still see them every once in a while poking their little fins and stuff through the blocks. It is so weird. Like, they will be in the corner here and look up at you, and like their whole body like goes through the corner of the block and you can see them. I wonder if there's anybody doing that right now. I don't think so. I have gone through this monument a little bit and removed some of the water, but not all of it. I think what I need to do is basically just pop the top off each of these sections and just start sponging it from the top. Otherwise, going through it is kind of like a maze. I think what was that? Oh, squid. I was like, what was that? It was like a big smoke particle or something. Yeah. All right, so let's grab some sponges. I lost one. We had 32 sponges. We're down to 31. I don't know what happened to it. I was trying to be so careful not to lose any. But yeah, we lost one. Oh, man. I already went up here to this very top section, and this all has the water removed from it, so that's good. Where's the way down? Yeah, this all has the water removed in here, but it's like a maze because you have to keep jumping down and then remembering where you went. I was trying to light places up with torches so I could remember easier, but yeah, once you start going down and down into the depths of this thing, it is really difficult to try and keep track of where you are, where you've been, where you're going, things like that. Oh, you know what else? I want to grab some sand Let's get out of here real quick. Let's pearl up. Yeah, I want to get some sand on me so we can block off different sections so we're not sponging water through the wall, things like that. We want that. We don't need all that packed ice. Let's grab some sand. Put all that stuff away. Oh man, my inventory is so out of control right now. Sponges we're going to want on the bar. I don't think we need that. I do have regeneration just in case. All right. So this is the other section down here that I started working on. I've kind of blocked things up with sand, but yeah, we really need to kind of do it in sections. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I want to block off with sand right there, so we're not going through the walls. Kind of like what I've done right here. There should be water right through there, so I can sponge out a single room at a time. Yeah, I think it just makes things that much easier. Where have I gone down here? I've been kind of all over the place. I think this might have been a large room over here, so I stopped. Yeah, that's the room that's got like the gold thing. All right, so I think what we'll do, let's get back up to the surface here. Did we go down once or twice? I think just once. I guess I can just poke through the outside of the wall and get out of this thing, but yeah, I kind of want to take the roof off of one of these sections. There's like a horseshoe, really. You got this big long section, it kind of wraps around over here, or actually I guess the other way around. You got this big long section here and it wraps around over this way. Whoop, sorry about that, guys. Had a phone call I had to take right there. Right, so as I was saying, yeah, this is like a horseshoe area. It kind of wraps all the way around over here. We want to pop the top off of this thing and just kind of see what we're looking at. I'm kind of curious what these things look like without these roofs on there, and we want to try and save these blocks, even though we will be getting a whole bunch of these. We want to save these for building materials for when we actually build this farm. Yeah, it's kind of funny hearing those fish, or the guardians or whatever, splashing down there, or I guess falling out of the water, making their sounds and stuff. Man, this thing is pretty long, isn't it? Yeah, it's a big, long, one wide area here. Where are we? Oh, okay. I think I remember that when I've cleared out one of these before. Yeah, I never really knew what these things look like from the outside, like how it is in relationship from when you're inside, what it's like. But yeah, so I think what I'm going to end up doing, we could sponge out this top. How far down would it go? That'd go down like maybe get rid of these two blocks and this one up here. But I think we need to section these off before we really start sponging. All right, so I tell you guys what, let me go ahead and start popping the roof off a little bit more of this, and we will sponge it out and kind of see what we're looking like. Yep, let me go ahead and do that, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Oh my goodness, guys, there are so many guardians right here. I popped the top off of this one little arm, and since there's nowhere else for these guys to spawn, they have like all spawned down here. I'm trying to collect these blocks and get out of here without like 50 of them shooting me all at the same time. It's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. But yeah, I want to get these blocks. I don't want these all to despawn, so I'm kind of popping down, getting out. Whoop. Oh man, there's just so many of these guys. Wow. All right, I think most of those blocks down there are just going to despawn. I can't get to them. Not without taking so much damage. So another thing, I was working on this farm, and I kind of forgot that even though those guys are hitting me with the laser beam that's doing damage to my armor, I ended up breaking my helmet, which sucks. So we only have protection on breaking 3 helmet. I think before we had Aqua Affinity and Respiration 3 and all sorts of good stuff. We don't have that anymore. Yeah, that really, really stinks. Let's go and put these blocks away. Okay, so how are we doing down there? As far as blocks go, let me up. Yeah, I think we're going to end up just putting sand down, sectioning this area off. I think I need to remove some more over here. Let's go take a look real quick. Yeah, I think I need to remove a few more blocks there so we can get the sand in place. Yeah, that's what I was kind of talking about. When these guys are in the corner, like when they turn around and look at you, like their heads pop way out. That is so creepy. Look at that. You can't hit them. That's so weird. Okay, so yeah, I guess it's going to be more block removing and things like that. I wish these guys would despawn or something. I guess I could go in there and kill them too. Either way, it's very annoying trying to deal with all this stuff with those guys in there. All right, let me go ahead and remove some more blocks, place some sand, start tearing this thing apart, and I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Okay guys, so some more work has been made on here. I went ahead and I removed the roof on this little section and I drained all the water out. Doing this part right here wasn't too bad. We just kind of section off, sponge out the water, section off, sponge out the water. Over here, it's kind of like a big open area. There really isn't anything protecting it. Like, you don't have any natural things to hide behind. There's just some of these pillars down there. That was quite the experience to siphon out all the water. Basically what I did is I just kind of YOLO'd in there. There was probably 10 of those guardians. If all 10 of them hit me, it probably would have killed me. But anyway, I went in there, I just kind of ran around, spammed all my sponges everywhere. Probably was not the most efficient way of doing it, but yeah, we got the water out of that. This section over here, we didn't have that big large open room. I assume that might be over here. It's slightly different anyway. Yeah, that side over here, that whole section's open. Here, we just had a straight path all the way over here, and then we got this little L shape. I haven't tried going in there to see what's really much different, but we do get that top section there we still got to get rid of, and there is still a top section here we got to get rid of. Okay, so I'm going to continue to sponge out stuff. I forgot to mention, I did get rid of all the little decorations around here, like all the single blocks that were around. And then that little structure that was on the top, I went ahead and I just removed all that stuff. But yeah, we're continuing to sponge out water, get this thing to a point where we're going to remove the entire structure. I do want to mark out the bottom of it. I think right there along this line is where the guardians can spawn. I don't think they spawn down there where those pillars are, although I could be wrong. But yeah, I want to make sure we get all of this marked off so I know where all those different points are. Yep, it's going to be fun. Actually, you know what? Let's come down here real quick. I saw that there was some guardians kind of flopping around the ground. They did escape. I don't know if they despawned or what. Do they despawn? They might have despawned. Yeah, they're just kind of hanging out down here, just kind of flopping around. They got out of the water as I was taking the roof off of there. Yeah, I bet they actually do despawn, don't they? They're just like regular hostile mobs. Okay, well, that's too bad. I was going to show you guys that, but nope, can't do it. All right. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to continue to do some work around here, sponge out some more areas, claim more areas away from the guardians. Yep, gonna be fun. All right, guys, let me go to that, and I'll see you in just a little bit. Oh, man, guys, so I spent a bunch of time. This is actually the next day. I spent a bunch of time after that last clip draining water and clearing out blocks and things like that. Man, oh, man. Yeah, I wanted to get this video out actually earlier today. This video is probably going to come out tomorrow now, just because I ran out of time. I've been having problems with the internet connection. You guys have seen it before in my videos where I go through the nether portal and I rubber band many times back and forth and everything just kind of sucks. And then I have that problem when my internet goes bad trying to deal with guardians and stuff like that. It just doesn't work out too well. But as you can see here, I've chopped off a good portion of our ocean monument here. It's interesting seeing what this thing looks like. That spot right there that has a water in it still, that's the part that has the big room with like the gold blocks in the center. Pretty sure. But yeah, let's take a look down here. So I spent some time clearing out all of the water. Do I have feather falling? Man, that took a lot of health. I spent some time clearing out all of the water underneath this thing, and luckily about half or a third of it is actually solid block, so there's no water there. But yeah, this took another, I don't know, hour or so, maybe a little bit more to clear all this water out, because it's not just, you know, placing sponges. You have to place all the sand, section off areas, then sponge all the water out, and then go dry the sponges once again. Yeah, this isn't super quick, but we're getting there. We are very, very close at this point. I don't think we're going to be able to start working on the farm today. What's probably going to happen is I'm just going to end up clearing out the rest of the water and tearing this thing down as much as possible. Oh, I guess I could show you the blocks I've collected so far. Not that. Not that. There we go. So this is all the regular prismarine blocks that I've collected just from taking down the monument. A little bit more. We have these prismarine bricks here. Yep. And a little bit of these dark prismarines. And then some of these random shards and things like that. Man, this is taking a long time, guys. We're getting there, though. I'm having a bunch of fun doing this. First time I've ever tried to destroy one of these ocean monuments. And yeah, it is a lot of work, but it is pretty fun at the same time. But yeah, these rooms are just kind of weird. Just seeing what everything looks like without the top on. There was like a couple of pillars down here at the end, I think. Was it 3 and 3 in a cross shape? And that side and over there. I've removed some of the columns that had the lights in them. And just trying to see what this thing looks like. So there's one more floor below here. So I need to level this all out. And then there's more stuff. I'm kind of hoping there's another hidden sponge room that I haven't found yet. But I don't think there's going to be. I think I've already found where our sponge room was in this monument. And it might have been above here. Or it might have been above here. I can't remember. Easy. But yep, lots of fun removing all this stuff. I'm having to use sand and stuff to jump out. But yep, we're continuing to deal with the Guardians, remove water, and things like that. So I'm going to put some more work into this project. Hopefully I'll be able to get some stuff done and get this video out for you guys to check it out, even though it's going to be a little bit late. But yeah, what can you do when your internet just doesn't work? It just doesn't work. All right, guys, let me get to it, and I'll see you guys in a little bit for a progress update. Oh man, guys, so this project has taken quite a lot of time. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal when we first started here, but I've made a heck of a lot of progress here. This has taken many, many hours over the course of a few days to get this to this point right here. The only thing left to do is to remove these prismarine blocks. This is the floor of the ocean monument down there. I did go ahead and I removed these pillars here. It wasn't too bad. I had to remove them in a few spots. Over on this side, most of these were only like 1 block thick, so that was pretty nice. So a few of these, yeah, didn't go down very far. There is like a crazy cave here. This goes down decent ways down there. I haven't been down there. I did see that there was a zombie, and it looks like there's some obsidian there. I don't know. We're going to have to do mining here pretty soon. I'm pretty sure all these caves need to be lit up all the way around this area too, and this probably, what is it, like a 200 by 200 or 250 by 250 area, to make sure all of the area where hostile mobs can spawn, there's nothing that'll spawn. So yeah, that's something else we're going to have to work on in the future. I'm almost out of diamonds right now. I've had to repair my pick. This is the second time. I've repaired it twice since the last clip anyway. So yeah, removing all these blocks and stuff really took a number on this thing. So I'm down to, I think, 1 diamond plus the one that Mumbo gave me. So we don't even have enough to repair a pick once again, when that's all done. So I figured I'd leave one final thing to remove with you guys here. And this is the, I guess the jewel, the crown jewel of the monument. I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of this thing is actually, but I do know that it contains a little bit of gold blocks, which is pretty cool. Not as valuable as it would be if we didn't have the pigman farm on the server, but yep, we do have a pigman farm and we can get a whole bunch of gold for free. But yep, this has to go. This is going to be interfering with our guardian farm once we get that set up. So this has 4 gold blocks in it. Okay, so that's kind of helpful. The style of farm that we're going to be building, like I said before, is going to be like the one that Dockham and the Zip Crowd guys have shown. And that farm requires a whole bunch of powered rails to move minecarts back and forth, hopper minecarts to collect drops. I did some calculations. Now, if we make the entire thing out of powered rails where those minecarts are going, which would probably be the best idea to do, I think we need something like 5 stacks of gold blocks to get all of those out of there. And I've been doing my best to collect some gold over at the pigman farm. I think right now I have something like 3 stacks of blocks or 2.5, or it's something like that. It's a decent amount. It's a good portion of what we need, but it's not quite all that we need. Another thing, I'm pretty happy that Tango got the iron farm set up. We haven't seen that yet. In fact, we might go over and take a visit of that real quick. I'm pretty happy that Tango got that iron titan set up here on the server, so we can have all of the iron that we need. Look at this guy. What are you doing under here stealing stuff? Yeah, if you don't know, the Endermen are always holding stuff on our server. but they're not holding anything. They're actually holding, what is it, the barrier block? Yeah, it's some weird thing that Azuma has set up. So the Endermen are always holding stuff. Am I hearing something? Yeah, there's another Enderman around. Anyway, yeah, it sounds the I'm getting all flustered here. The Endermen are holding barrier blocks. If they set them down, there's some thing that's going all the time that looks for barrier blocks around these guys and will remove them. Anyway, so we haven't found any just randomly on the server, but it's possible, I guess. But yeah, not yet. But these guys should always be carrying barrier blocks so they can't steal from our stuff. We did kill 2 of those guys and not even a single ender pearl drop. Man, I've used quite a bunch of my ender pearls too while working on this thing. So this is the final total we got. Prismarine there and here. This one's full and that's overflow. A little bit of overflow here on the prismarine bricks. Some dark prismarine. This is full. And this is full of the prismarine bricks, which is awesome. So the last thing I need to do to completely get this thing prepped up, well, I need to remove this floor, and then we need to dig this out, the ocean floor out. I'm not exactly sure how far that has to go. I think these fish have to drop, what, like 30 blocks or something. So yeah, we're going to have to dig this ocean floor down quite far to get this to work what we need. We might even start looking at getting a beacon, haste beacon going here so we can do this a little bit faster. Alright guys, well I tell you what, we've seen this ocean monument most of this episode. Oh, there was 8 of those. I thought there was 4. Yeah, there's 8. Okay, yeah, we've looked at this stuff most of this episode. I'm going to go ahead and take a break. Let's go check out Tango's Iron Titan. I haven't seen that yet on the server. I could use some iron. We're going to need it if we're going to get a beacon set up anyway. I'm going to go and collect a little bit while we're there. So, yep, I will see you guys over at the Iron Titan here in just a minute. Alright, so which one is it? It is probably going to be the Spawn Chunks portal, the brown one. Okay, yeah. So, there's green. Brown's down here. Sure. Okay, so yeah, first time that I'm going to check this out, I expect there's going to be a whole lot of iron there. I mean, this thing's running all the time. When nobody's on the server overnight or whatever. Whoa, don't do this to me now, game. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Look at those guys, they're just falling non-stop. That's crazy. Okay, well, it stopped. Not as crazy as I thought. I thought this thing was supposed to be good. Where's the golems? Oh, there they are. Okay, never mind, it's good. Anyway, this thing is insane. Look at all these guys that are hanging out here. There goes some iron. Oh, wow. This thing is crazy. These guys are like all queued up to be burned and they're just kind of chilling. So, how many of these are full? Whoop. There's some blocks. There's some blocks. Why are there just random blocks on these bottom chests? I'm not understanding what's going on. There's like a random amount of blocks on all these bottom chests. So where's the regular iron? Oh, are they just here? Oh. Is this for like... No. I was going to say, is this like enough... Or one of these for each member on the server? No, I don't think that's how this works. So I'm guessing this light means that this entire row is full. And this is probably the next one that's being worked on now. That's probably what it is. Okay, so how does this work? We got 32 blocks of iron there. We got a crafting table here. Is this one of those things where you break the chests and then pick them all up and craft all the blocks? Maybe. I don't have an axe on me. So I tell you guys what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to just craft up a whole bunch of blocks here. I know there's way faster ways of doing this where you can use like the number keys to put them in. But yeah, I'm just going to do this. I want to get some iron hoarded for myself. So, yep, let me go ahead and get a bunch of blocks made, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Oh yeah, guys, so the fastest way to do this is really to break those chests. I assume that's the way this is set up, is so you break the chest, all the iron rains down on you, and then you just hit, like, if you have the iron here, you hit number 5, you like have your entire inventory full of iron blocks, like one of them. You hit 5, another stack of iron comes here, you hit 5 again, or 3, or whichever number that is, and you can get them right back into your inventory, or you can get into the crafting grid just by moving your mouse around. So that's pretty awesome. So I collected a decent amount of iron, and actually down here is a chest. It looks like I didn't have 2.5 stacks of gold blocks. I only have less than 1 stack. I thought I had more than that, but no. But I went in and I filled up my ender chest full of iron, just so we're not going to need this for quite some time. This might be more than I'll ever need. We have plenty now to build with, to build iron or beacon bases with, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, guys, this is pretty cool. Thank you, Tango, for setting this up on the HermitCraft server. Very awesome. I am starting to get a little bit of problems with rubber banding once again, so I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here for today. I know we spent a bunch of time over at the Ocean Monument, but it's a huge project, and it takes a lot of time to do. Most of it I spent off camera. Is that a new portal down here? That looks new. Yeah, this is new. I wonder whose portal that is. What is yellow? Or has that always been there and I just never noticed it? Quad slime chunk portal. Ah, that is... I think that is new. I think the portal was up above before. But anyway, guys, yep, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you did like it. And we'll see you next time.